Hi YouTube friends, welcome to a flip through of my junk journal January journal. Wasn't this a great month? Really enjoyed this. I love this journal. It was really easy to make. So it's a tab band journal, first one I've ever made. I really like the way it came together. It's probably a little bit fat, but it's gorgeous. And if you want to see how I made it, I do have a video. It's linked in my video description box. Okay, so let's get on with the flip through. So covers, gorgeous, love them. Just random pieces of fabric stitched on there. Really easy. Okay, so inside my cover, I've got a pocket where I had my prompts sitting, so they were in there. That is just it's actually from ephemera. It's one of my flowers from the mechanical garden, so I just put it in there for the fun of it. I'm going to do a video on how to make these hearts. Let's get that off there. So that's held on by a magnet, which is just dropped into the envelope because I've pulled it out. There we go. It can go anywhere. Could go on here if I wanted it to. Okay, back to this. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to make these hearts in a video soon. So some Valentine hearts. So first prompt was cover. And I'd already done my covers. And I know a lot of people did cut their covers as their first prompt. I'd made the book long before the prompts came out. So I didn't do that. I just did this and I covered my writing spot up. So that was cover. Envelope is this one. So that's just part of an envelope, just the window part, decorated up, a little tuck spot there, nothing on that page. So this one is tickets, just did a collage with a paper doll with attitude by the look of it. So I really like that, I love doing pages like that. This one is outline, so this is a baking paper butterfly, so I just done the outline on that. Mixed media background. Now this one goes this way and it is depth, so it's a mixed media page, lots of depth in there as far as from an artistic point of view, as things in the background covered over by other things to create depth on the page. My next one is embossed, so I'll just hold this up so you can see these flowers. They're actually made out of embossed paper. And this in the background here is embossed shopping bag. So I just made some flowers. I cut them out, made some flowers out of the pattern that was in the embossing folder. Drew some stalks on them and leaves. So then we've got tuck spot. So I created this tuck spot, which was a collaged piece that I glued right over the page, and then I put this slit in there. That's my tuck spot. This one was antique, so I just did another collage page and got my children on an antique toy there. That is old music paper, stitched around it on the sewing machine. Okay, so the next one is hidden. So I hid a little book in here. You can see it from there, but you can't see it from here. Then I've also made this flip up little thingamajig here that holds another little writing spot in there. It just tucks into that little, like a sideways belly band there. And that was hidden. This one is trim. Made a belly band and put this fabric on there, ruffled it up. That is from a chindi rug. The fabric, if you pull a chindi rug apart, you get lots of really neat fabric. And I just deliberately left that bit hanging off the page, blinged it up, stuck some things in there. So magazine is the next one, which is this one. So that was, the background is an image from a magazine of a painting. And then I stuck another image of this mother and child onto cardboard, so it's you can see it's got I can't think of the word. It sits up off the page and put wings on the mother and the child. This one is overlap. So I got this idea from Jen for the bits, but she had hers stuck down the side of the page as a trim, and I made mine as just some little tear off strips that you can write on or stamp on, or you can leave them there, do whatever you like with them. So that was overlap. Opaque is the next one. The opaque just means you can't see through it, so I made a tuck spot or side pocket, and I put another dragonfly on there, and stuck one of these cards from Kerry Griffith's July postcard challenge last year. This one was balance. The mixed media page. Pretty much speaks for itself, I think. So neutral is this one, which is a paper bag made into 2 pockets. I just take the clip off. So I folded the paper bag in half and stitched it around to make pockets. And then on this side I just put in some book pages, just for the fun of it. More book page there, and just decorate it with neutral coloured washi tape. Stuck in a couple of little writing pads, and that was neutral. So unfold is this one here. So why is it not there? Okay, it's out of order because I didn't want to cover this up. I liked the way this page looked because it's been stenciled with coffee, and I just liked it, and I thought it was a waste to cover it up with that. So this is unfold. So if you undo this, and I've just got a little card that I made previously in there. Open this up, and then open it again, and that opens out, and here's a tiny little journal inside. Get it back in there, fold it back up, tie it up again, and that is a Turkish map fold. I just pop that in there. Okay, so that's unfold. Fragile is the next one, and I did these flowers out of this really fragile sort of paper. I'm not sure what it was. I think it's something like mulberry paper. Yes, it's just a mixed media background. I drew the flowers onto the paper, then cut them out, stuck them on the page, and put a little bit of paint on them. Drew the stems and the leaves. Bright was this one, so I just went for the bright colours. Just take these out so it's a bit easier to see. So it's a triple pocket there. Did a collaged background, stuck some serviette on there, paper napkin. Another one of those hearts, which I'm going to show you how to make in a video shortly, and then I just put some cards in there. Bubble, this lady inside, it's like a blister packaging, so that just flips up to reveal a writing spot there. Just a bit of stamping around the edge of it. Tissue, this is the next one. So this here in the background is gel printed tissue. I just crumpled it up, glued it onto the page, a little bit of gilding wax on it, a little bit of gesso, some sputters, and then a triple corner pocket there. So we've got map for this one, so I've done the 2 pockets, the up and the down, and this is part of this. So this map came off the inside cover of a novel, and then this was off the spine. Now this page is repeat. So I've used pieces from the left-hand page on the right-hand page to repeat the theme. Map and repeat. Oh, did I tell you this is repeat? And map, map and repeat. This is newspaper. I really like the simplicity of this one, so I've just got a little journaling card here that I've clipped to the bottom of the book. What I did was gesso the newspaper, and then I stamped on it. Then I cut up the words and glued them on this page to make a headline. And then I just drew some lines to write on. Bit of doodling, so that was a nice easy one. Simple one, but one of my favourites. This one is line. What I did was made a little notebook. I glued a paper napkin onto a piece of exercise book paper, like that. And then I machine stitched the lines just to create texture. And it actually feels like fabric. I left the 2 layers of the napkin together. I didn't separate them out. Yeah, just decorated the front. So I've got a pocket here. So it's a double pocket. Underneath it's vellum. On top it's tracing paper. That's just there. This is modern. So I used, you know, like just fresh colours and no ink on this one to create what I thought to be a modern looking page, apart from the background really. I have a playlist in my video description box which shows you each and every page how they were made. So if you're interested in that, just look for the link in the video description box. Butterfly is a pocket. I can go in there, and that's just a little folio type thing. Okay, movement is the next one. So I made paper windmills. So there's my movement. So I cut this image out of a gardening book. It had flowers above it, so I cut those flowers out, and then I made these windmills, whirligigs, whatever you want to call them, spinning flowers, and that's movement for that one. That was fun to make. This is one of my favorites, and it's crumpled, and I literally crumpled a piece of paper to see what I could get out of it and stuck it onto the paper, onto the page. It was going to have a pocket here that was going to be a tuck spot, and I decided not to use it. I'd torn a piece off the bottom, so I stitched around that to strengthen it and made that into a pocket. Let's glue that down. And then I just stitched in some bits and pieces into it just for the heck of it. Stuck this thing here, which is off a wedding dress. This was pre-made, and I just decorated it up a bit, put some ribbon on it, put a writing space on the back. That's left over from newspaper. Pop that in there. So this one is sealed, and basically really done the opposite of sealed, but to me sealed, I always think of envelopes. Envelopes or wax seals. So I couldn't find my wax stuff. So I made some little fake envelopes and stuck them on here on the page. So there's 2 of them. So this one is reveal. So just pull this out of there, and then that opens out to reveal a writing paper in there. Close this back up, and then that goes under there, under the tab, just to hold it closed. This one is fabric. I was just started doing quilting, and I was making a Dresden ring, I think it's called, and never got it finished, so I just cut part of that off to become a pocket. So that is a big circle of 20 of them, and yeah, I've just cut that bit off it. Cut a bit of hessian to put along the edge there, and just crocheted a bit of whatever sort of rope this is, just to decorate that. Folded a piece of paper up, shoved it in there. So the last one was letter. So I just did a little bit of collaging on the back, in the background, made an envelope, and then inside I've got another bit of this. So I just copied some text and then converted it into a different language and printed it in a different font, that sort of looks like handwriting. Crumpled it up, stained it a bit, and yeah, so that's on the back of that. So it's meant to look like somebody's just grabbed a piece of something or other and written a love letter on it. It goes in there, that goes there, and yeah, that was just for the fun of it. The age limit does not exist. In amongst my words was this. It was a headline out of a magazine, so I thought, oh, I can stick it on there. And then back to the covers. So that is my Junk Journal January book. Where did you come from? Okay, yeah, hope you enjoyed that. So don't forget, if you want to know how everything was made, there is a process video for all of these. Mind you, they are shortened down. It's not the full thing, but it's an abridged version, I would call it. Alright, thank you for sticking with me through the month. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'll see you soon for some Valentine's Day hearts. Happy creating, happy crafting. Hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo.